In this video, let me show you how to choose a USB hub for your MacBook Neo. There's many different options on the market, and I'll go through the main ones and simply show you what to avoid and also what to look out. Let's get started. The cheapest USB hubs are not always the best. This is a USB Type A, but sometimes it comes in USB Type C, so it works with your Mac Neo. USB hub that has 4 USB Type A ports. If you're going to plug USB drives in your hub, transfer speed will be very slow on these dirt cheap hubs, so I don't recommend them. Then you have these type of hubs that connect on the side of the MacBook Neo. This USB dock over here was actually made for a MacBook Air, and if you're wondering, you can still connect it to a MacBook Neo. The USB ports are spaced out the same way as on the MacBook Air. It's just a bit weird because it's sticking out this way, but overall it still works if you have one at home already. These hubs comes with more features. So if we take a look, it has a USB Type 2, an HDMI port in case you want to connect the laptop to an TV or maybe a monitor, but take a look over here. This HDMI port is only able to output at full HD 30 frames per second. Cheaper adapters like this one, cheaper hubs, will be very limited on this aspect. I always recommend that you get a dock that has a USB port that is able to output at least 4K 60 frames per second, 60 Hertz, if you intend to connect the MacBook to a separate display. 30 frames per second is not enough. It will look choppy and you will definitely not like the experience. So it's important to check out this detail. And by the way, I'll put links in the description towards Amazon to my favorite docks compatible with the Neo that are available on Amazon. So check my links. Another thing that many people will find important is that when the dock or the hub is connected to the computer, they also want their computer to charge at the same time. And many of these will also have a charging port. So even though your USB ports are taken when you connect it, well, if you connect a charging cable over here, the laptop will be able to charge and at the same time use all the features of the dock. Some USB hubs will also have an Ethernet plug. If you're in a hotel or some places where they don't offer Wi-Fi, or maybe the Wi-Fi is not very stable, but they offer an Ethernet cable, in that case, this could be very practical. I never use it, but just so you know, this also exists. You need to be very careful with any hubs, but especially these ones. If you plug it and let's say you have the laptop on your laps, and it goes, I don't know, on the side, unfortunately you can break your USB ports if you apply too much pressure on the hub. And now let's talk about other options. If you have a larger budget, there are these Thunderbolt hubs, which are able to transfer data at a much faster speed, and they also have more features. This is one of them. It has 3 USB Type-C ports over here, and I have put 3 USB drive. And if we take a look on the other side, where you see host, this is where you're going to connect the Thunderbolt cable, USB Type-C cable, to the laptop. Okay, so one here to connect it there. It also has power delivery. So if you connect this charging cable that is connected in my wall over here, you'll be able to charge the MacBook Neo at the same time. And it also has an HDMI port that is able to output at 60 frames per second, which in 4K, which is perfect. Same thing with this one, although this hub also has a USB Type A port. It doesn't have any HDMI connector, but in the box with this pluggable Thunderbolt hub, it comes with an HDMI adapter to USB Type-C. So you plug it here and you can still plug an HDMI cable. It's always better to connect your hub on the first port over here, which is faster. When you connect the dock for the first time, you'll have to accept. Okay, you have a window over here. You need to click OK so that the computer allows the dock to connect. And if I go in Finder, so as you see in this moment, my computer is charging because I have connected the power cable to the dock, and my drives will be accessible on the left side, right over here. Every time you want to eject something from the dock, let's say a USB drive, you simply need to click this icon beside it. Let's say I want to eject this one, and then disconnect it physically from the dock. If you want to disconnect the dock and you have many drives connected, eject them all before doing so. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. I'll put links towards Amazon, as I said. If you want to get a USB dock, I'll put my favorite ones there. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.